Are you ready to illuminate your world with a glow of your own making? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we journey back to a time when the simple candle was our beacon in the dark, our warmth in the cold, and an essential part of sacred ceremonies. It's a craft as old as civilization itself, and one that still holds a certain charm today. So if you're ready to brighten your day, stick around as we delve into the fascinating world of candle making. The heart of any candle is the wax. It's not just about melting and pouring, there's a science to it. Wax is the fuel that feeds the flame, and different types of wax can change the character of your candle. Paraffin, for instance, is derived from petroleum and is commonly used due to its low cost and versatility. Soy wax, on the other hand, is a newer player in the candle game. It's a favorite among eco-conscious candle makers for its renewable nature. Then there's beeswax, the ancient candle-making material that has been with us since the dawn of civilization. Beeswax candles were considered a luxury in the Middle Ages and were primarily used in churches. In fact, they were so prized that only the wealthy and the clergy could afford them. Each type of wax has its own charm and quirks, adding another layer of magic to the candle-making process. Now that we've waxed poetic about wax, it's time to light the wick on our candle-making adventure. The wick isn't just a string, it's the lifeline of a candle. It's what keeps the flame alive. Now, picking the right wick is as much an art as it is a science. You see, the size and type of your candle dictate the wick you should choose. For instance, a thick, wide candle needs a larger wick to ensure a full, even burn. A thin, tapering one? A smaller wick would do just fine. You'd be surprised to know that the first wicks weren't made of cotton but reeds or rushes. That's right, our ancestors knew how to keep their caves well lit. Choosing the right wick is a crucial step in the candle-making process. It can make the difference between a candle that burns beautifully and one that barely lights up. Remember, a candle without a wick is like a lamp without a bulb. Now let's move on to the fun part, crafting our candle. We've got our wax, we've got our wick, now let's craft a candle that's truly unique. First things first, safety is paramount. Always remember to melt your wax in a double boiler, never directly over the flame. This will prevent overheating and ensure a slow, even melt. While your wax is getting all warm and cozy, it's time to secure your wick. Dip the metal end of the wick into the melted wax and quickly stick it to the bottom of your mold. Hold on tight until it sets. We don't want any wobbly wicks here. Now comes the fun part, adding color and fragrance. Add a few chips of color block to your melted wax and stir gently until it's fully dissolved. Remember, a little goes a long way. Once you've achieved your desired color, it's time to stir in your fragrance oil. The scent possibilities are endless, from fresh linen to warm vanilla. Choose something that speaks to you. Ready for the pour? Let's do it. Slow and steady wins the race here, folks. Pour your scented, colored wax into the mold, making sure to leave a little room at the top. Then, it's time to play the waiting game. Allow your candle to cool and harden. This could take several hours or even overnight. While we wait, here's a fun trivia for you. Did you know that the world's largest candle was over 20 feet tall and weighed more than a ton? Now that's a lot of wax. Finally, once your candle has completely solidified, trim the wick to about 1/4 of an inch above the wax. And voila! You've just crafted a uniquely scented, beautifully colored candle, all by yourself. With patience and creativity, you've just crafted a unique candle, but our journey doesn't end here. The moment of truth has arrived. It's time to reveal your masterpiece. Now, you might be excited to light your candle right away, but patience is key to perfection. First, we need to safely remove the candle from its mold. This is an art in itself, requiring a gentle touch and a keen eye to avoid damaging your creation. Start by loosening the edges, then gently tap the mold to free your candle. If it's a bit stubborn, don't worry. A little patience goes a long way. Just let it rest for a bit and try again. Now here's a secret from the masters of candle making: curing. Yes, like fine wine or delicious cheese, candles too benefit from a bit of aging. Let your candle sit undisturbed for a few days. You'll find that this significantly improves its burn time. It's a little like magic, isn't it? So, you've made your first candle from scratch. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've taken raw ingredients and turned them into something beautiful and functional. That's no small feat. There you have it, a candle made from scratch by you. Next time we'll explore how to make scented candles, an olfactory delight that can transform any space. So stay tuned and keep glowing.